Hey y'all, it be me, Mrs. She, and I'm here making a video. I had a conversation last night with some friends, and it came to the fact that people are still closed-minded, and it's really a really big, huge issue in today's society. Because of the fact that we were talking or whatever, and we brought up the point of being gay or lesbian or whatever you want to call it. Pretty much what happened was someone had said that if they found out that their friend was gay, that they would end their relationship with that friend just because that person is gay. And to me, that didn't seem right. That did not seem right at all, because why are you being so close-minded? Like, just because you might have a reputation of not being gay doesn't mean that you have to end a friendship just because of that person's sexuality. Like, to me, that's just, it's a turn off for number one. For number two, you're being freaking close-minded. And for number three, I was talking about this with another friend, and he pretty much told me that that is why so many gay people are on the DL, because of the fact that he was telling me about his, and the fact that how his family was closed-minded, and he tried to change that, and still to this day, pretty much, they don't want to deal with him. So, like, I think it's sad, and I think everyone should be open-minded. But, you know, that's not how the world's gonna go. We can't have it our way all the time. So, I mean, it comes to the fact that everybody's wondering, why do we have so many DL people? Why are they DL? Because, in all honesty, if you really think about it, it's all about who cares about you. Like, if I were to be lesbian, and I came out, and, like, people didn't accept me, or people didn't want to be my friend because I would have liked girls. Like, pretty much, at first, I would be on the DL until I got really comfortable with who I am. And then finally realizing that someone is going to like me for who I am instead of just my sexuality, you know, it's hard. It's really, really hard. And I honestly wish and hope that people would be more open-minded, because just try to imagine yourself, if you were gay, if you were lesbian, and everybody did not like you for your sexuality, do you think that you would change and try to be straight just so you can impress them and live a lie pretty much all your life? Or would you simply just, you know, try to change that? Like, would you sit there and come out and be like, well, you know what, I don't care if y'all don't like me, I'm still gonna be me, and eventually somebody is gonna love me? Would you have that faith? Would you have that courage to sit there and go on about it? Because this is life, and a lot of people, especially men, a lot of men will sit there and be like, oh no, whatever, it's nothing. But when they finally know someone who is like that, they won't even acknowledge it. They'll be like, oh, whatever, I don't even talk to that fool, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, on the real, if you, like, okay, for example, my dad, like, when I was younger, I was about 13, 14, I had asked my dad, because my dad has a son, so my half-brother, but anywho, I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, if your son was to be gay, would you accept him? Or would you pretty much say you didn't want him in your life anymore? Like, what would you really do? And you know what my dad told me? My dad sat up there and told me you know what? He's my son. I had him. And it would take me a minute to get used to it, but I'm not going to deny my son. That's just like with me. If I were to sit up there and have my kids have a son, and he would sit up there and be like, Mom, I'm gay, I would support him 510%, because it might not be what I want for him, but if he's finally coming out and being clear to himself, and he knows what he wants, then go ahead and do you, baby, because as your mother, I'm going to support you 510%, just as long as you're safe about it. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, this is life. This is 2009. Everybody's trying to either come out the closet. They're either gay or lesbian or bi. And they're pretty much going to take over. If you realize it or not, they're taking over. Clothing lines is already done. They're going to come and take over. So I wish people would sit up here and wake up and realize that most likely you're going to have a gay friend. And if you're going to be closed-minded and sit there and try not to ruin your reputation, I suggest that you go, you know what, I'm not going to even say that, because I was going to say something really horrible, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to end it on a good note. I really, really hope that you would open your mind, and gay is not a bad thing, it's just a sexuality. You don't have to be gay, but you really don't have to support them either. But if they're your friends, don't end your relationship just because of their sexuality. They might not come after you. Hell, they might even think you ugly as hell. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, don't end your relationship because someone's sexuality is different from yours or different from what you grew up with or whatever. Not. Try to sit there, try to be there for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs love. Everybody needs love nowadays. So, give it to them. And for the DL people, like, I really feel you. I feel you, but it's time for you guys to come out too and start standing up for yourselves, not for anybody else but yourself, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. You won't be able to love anybody else. You gotta love yourself, respect yourself, in order for you to get that same respect back from other people. That's how I'm gonna end it. Go ahead, subscribe and rate and comment on the video. Alright, bye.